Going live. Alright, what up guys? It's me, GamerGuyTV here. I know I'd been talking about doing this for a while, but it never actually come to the big screen, if you know what I mean. We never actually did it, per se. So guys, just so we are aware, the sub goal at the top of the screen does indeed say 100. That's because, as I've said, at 100 subscribers, we're going to switch up our intro, switch up our logo, switch up our outro. We're going to do a bunch of new channel artwork, is I believe the correct term. So, yeah, but anyway guys, we are back here in Rainbow Tycoon. Now if you hear me eating, sorry, I'm hungry. And also guys, this is Streamlabs OBS that is live streaming. You can do things like this, where it's a very small area of the screen that is actually constantly moving. That means it basically just has to render, this is about half of the screen. And it's not even full screen, so it's a lot easier on it, which therefore makes it easier for it to live stream at a constant rate. Now, if you guys type something in the chat box, here, I'll do it. Let's see. This is what the chat box does. You should see it pop up on screen, which is one of the coolest parts of this setup here. Is we actually do have a live chat box for your messages to pop up in. Also, please subscribe. I'm not desperate. I'm also doing this because this was one of my most popular series at one point. I think it's neat for a lot of people to see what goes on behind the scenes. Yes, I know this is Roblox, it's not Fortnite Creative or that. I just thought I would bring this back. I'm also in the process of testing Streamlabs OBS with Minecraft. So, yeah. That'll be fun. So let's get started. Hang on. Okay. So this is where we are. So we had just finished the orange floor. Now, it's been a good few months, so the first step to this, or what I like to call the first step, is I am going to do this, and we are just going to play through the game. It's been a while since we've been on. We need to be refreshed as to what's happened. So, yeah. I never actually played with sound effects before. This is kind of fun. And as you can see here, each floor corresponds to a certain color of the rainbow. I believe that was the point of making it Rainbow Tycoon. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but... So, I'm pretty sure I know exactly how this game works and what we're supposed to do in it. But I'm gonna keep playing so that you guys... Oh, right, we did do this. Right, 1.5, value 10. Right, we put the rate value. We put the rate and the value of... Okay, right, this is all coming back to me. Alright, I got this now. I see where we were going with this. This is very clever in our... To our credit, this is a very clever setup. Guys, so also, while we are on live, if there's any kind of, video you would like to see, or anything, I have a bunch of Tycoon ideas and game ideas for Roblox Studio, already set out. But if you guys have any video suggestions or game suggestions or anything you'd like to see, then go ahead and, say something in the chat. I can totally see the chat. I can see the chat, so I can see your brilliant ideas. And today, I'm not exactly worried about timing. It's, 4 in the afternoon. The goal is to try to keep it to about an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's the goal. I don't know how much of that goal we'll be able to salvage. I'm going to stop playing at the moment. Right, this is what we currently have. So, let's go into Workspace. Let's go into the Tycoon kit. Tycoons. Right, currently we have black. Essentials. Floor. Alright, floor, we have script. So script.parent, so I'm going to take you guys through the scripts because I didn't understand as much about programming last time that we did this. So I'm going to take you guys through the script, and we're going to do this. So script.parent, so script is referring to the script, and the .parent is the thing not directly above it, but you can assign a script to a parent, or you can assign a script to something. You can assign anything to something in the programming world. In this case, it's assigning something to a parent. So the parent of this script is the floor block. So it's saying script.parent.brickcolor. So that's referring to the brick color property of the brick floor. Is equal to game. That's self-explanatory. It's the game itself. .workspace. Okay, that's what we're under. .znov Tycoon kit. That's this, which is the Tycoon kit itself that everything is nestled under. .tycoons, which is the folder that we got into to get to the class of black, which is right here. And then .teamcolor.value. So that's what makes the floor, and that is what will make the conveyor black. If we change the team color to gray, it would be gray. Same thing as if we changed it to white or green or any of those. So now what happens is we can close Essentials and we can go under Purchases. Now Purchases is where a bunch of this stuff happens. Now we happen to have floor 2 here, which I'm going to now duplicate and rename to floor 3. Now real quick, let me just make sure. Okay, it was literally just the droppers on floor 1. Okay, cool. It is working perfectly. Nice. So now floor 3 is something that we are going to have this. We're going to not put constraints on it. We're going to turn on collisions and then do that. So we now have our third floor in place. But just for example, if we go to run, everything should disappear, but that doesn't. Right, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't disappear because we haven't assigned it to anything. By the way, this is what happens when I know a ton of programming and stuff like this. I can explain it better to you. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. If not, comment something in the chat, and I will do a better job of explaining. And by the way, guys, just to evaluate on our rate thing here. Rate, it's every 2 seconds, but the value is doubled. And that's what we have there. So, now what we're going to do is we have the floor 3 assigned. We don't have floor 3 assigned, I'm sorry. We have the object floor 3. So, I forget what language Roblox Studio uses, but it is a object-oriented language. Just like JavaScript is, and just like C# or C++. There are plenty of non-object-based languages that are much more confusing to me. But this is an object-based language. Believe it or not, everything does revolve around the scripts here. So that's why we essentially need to have the scripts, and that's why I am explaining it in as detailed way as I can. So what we are doing now is we are going into the buttons. We are saying buy second floor. We're going to take one of these, rename it, and buy third floor. We'll say 30,000. If I can type 30, 1, 2, 3. Now that does nothing. That is just the name of this particular object. Now what we are going to carefully do is we are going to carefully move this up. Let's move over to here. We are going to carefully move this up, put collisions on. Do that, take collisions off. Great. So dependency. Now these right here, I can't highlight them because I'm not in the video editor. I'm live streaming. So these right here are values. This happens to be a string value, which means it takes in a series of words. This here is also a string value. It takes in a series of words and numbers. This is an int value. And we can change this now, which means I can do that, but it's not going to, I can type words in it, but it's not going to take it. It is automatically going to set back to the number value it was before. So, that being said, if we say at 30,000, 30, 1, 2, 3, it'll take that. And now it will play that little noise if you don't have 30,000. Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We'll do 50,000. Sorry. It's been a while. I don't know the prices necessarily. Alright, we'll say 50,000. So, object, we're going to change to floor 3. Now we have assigned it to a button. Now, this dependency, I don't know the scripts to how this works. Somebody very cleverly made this Tycoon kit. Kudos to them. It takes a lot of work to do this. But what we are going to do is now we are going to not change the name of the dependency, but that is the dependency, and we have 6 walls. So we are going to change that number from 3 to 6, so that now when the object called wall 6, which is this orange beam up here, gets called and is now active, the button to buy the 3rd floor will now light up. The reason I'm going so in-depth into this is because this is basically the entire process of making a Tycoon game. Now, there's something to be said for other kinds of games. But for a Tycoon game, oh yeah, this is how you have to do it. So, orange dropper, ladder. Now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate that. We're going to call it ladder 2. We're going to shift this up by a marginable amount. And we are just going to eyeball the collision. Now what this lets us do is this lets us get from one floor to another. And I believe if we go into it, we have this script for the team value. And guys, like I said, feel free to subscribe or say something in the chat. In the end, this game will be out to the public once we finish it. I don't think we're going to finish it today, but I may end up doing more lives like this, so let me know in the chat box or if you're watching this later in the comments if you would like to see more of this. And for the record, I am very sorry my voice is not doing well. It's a lot of talking. I normally don't do this much talking in my videos. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go out of the buy 3rd floor and go into the buy ladder. Now, we want this to be cheap. We'll make it like 20,000. Now, again, where is this? Oh, I guess I should make sure my mic is not on mute, which it is not. Still a good thing, though. Because if it was on mute, you guys couldn't hear me, and this would be pretty darn boring. And we'll turn collisions on. Turn them back off. And now we're here. We'll make it 25,000 for the ladder. These seem to be pretty expensive, so I'm gonna go up by like, I don't know, the hundreds on the next floor in terms of dropper prices. So yeah. But dependency, we now make floor 3, and object, we now make ladder 2. Price, we can just change to 25, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. We now have that ladder. Oh, hey, that is a mistake that I did not notice before. We're gonna fix that. Okay, so the mistake that I noticed is right here, there is a hole. And we don't want there to be a hole there. What we want, I think this is for, well, for this, we can now, oh, where is it? Model, separate. We can separate all of these. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. And now what we can do is we have this awesome thing. Let's turn collisions on. See if it'll even let me do anything. Yes, it will. And now we can do that, and now it is one single unified window pane. So, yeah. We just did surgery on a wall. Okay, now for the fun part. We already have our ladder up. So, what we're going to do is we are going to do these walls last. The floor 3 walls. The very last thing. What we are going to do now is we are going to do conveyor 2, duplicate, rename conveyor 3. So, because what we were doing is, you know, basic stuff like the floor and the ladder, I just wanted to show, I wanted to give like a detailed explanation of what everything was doing and what everything meant and stuff like that. I wasn't exactly, how do you say this? That's not exactly how I normally do stuff, is I believe the best word. Okay. So, 4 is the one on this side. Right, I forgot I did that. Oh, we're just gonna go down. 2, 3, 4. That's 6, so that'll be 7. No. This will be 8. Now this will be 9. So now that we have that sorted out, taken a bit care of, we can take these, shift them out, down, and back in, and because we have the collisions thing on, it will not be touching. So now what we can do is, now let's do this run example again. So when we run it, everything disappears except the conveyors. So this floor is going to be yellow because floor 1 was orange, floor 1 was red. Sorry, I can't talk. Floor 2 was orange, now floor 3 is going to be yellow. So, oh, I need to eat the other half of my Oreo. So we probably want 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. So we're going to duplicate that. And that is 4. So now that becomes 7. And, let's see. I'm feeling nice. I will make that like 30,000. Price 30123. Dependency. We will yellow dropper 4. Now take the 20,000, duplicate it, bring it up, object 5, make that 8, price, I went up, so 40,000. Now dependency yellow dropper 8. Alright, got that, got that. So now what we do is we take the 30,000, 1, and we bring it up. Dependency yellow dropper 12. Object is now conveyor extension 9. And price is 50123. Is 50,000. So now rename. No, we don't want the dependency. We want that to be renamed as that with the price. Okay. So these will still not show up unless we do. So, although what we can do is we can by conveyor duplicate. Whoa, hang on. By conveyor duplicate. Does not matter which one ends up coming up. It just needs to come up. So you're going to buy conveyor 40,000. Dependency floor 3, object conveyor 3, price 40,123. Nice. So now we should have the 3 conveyor extensions floating mid-air. What? How? Okay. That is just pure confusion for me, but whatever. Alright, so now comes the fun part of putting all of the droppers in. So purchases, conveyor 3, we got those. Sorry if I'm hitting the mic. Orange. We're going to take every single orange dropper, duplicate it, and bring it up. We're going to turn collisions off, and do that, and now unselect. So, one of the first things that we are going to do here is the colorings. Or, the first thing we're going to do is name yellow dropper 1. Um, so yeah, yellow dropper 1. Dropper script. Yellow, right. We're gonna have these be double, so 40. And we're gonna have it weight 3. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to do dropper base, and we can literally take everything and make it yellow. So now we have our yellow droppers. Now what we have to do is go into our surface GUI here. And it's... which one is rate? Because they're both called rate. Value 40. Value 40. And this will be rate 3. And because the orange drops were already yellow, because we couldn't actually get orange, it'll be pretty easy. Because now what'll happen is, well, watch here, all of the orange droppers up there are gonna freak out because, you know, there's a duplicate. So we'll do that. So now that that is taken care of, so now we can go over, do the orange dropper 10, yellow dropper 10. Take the dropper script, 40, weight 3, done. Dropper base, color yellow. Part will be this part that we end up doing. Value 40, rate 3. So yeah, guys, now we just have, 14 more droppers to do this with. And then we have the walls, and then we repeat this process over again. For the 4th floor, that'll be green. I'm not necessarily sure when the next live stream of this will be, but we probably got 2 more episodes after this. Blue and purple. Scenery and spawn. And then, yeah, scenery and spawn. And then, game passes. And a bunch of other stuff like that. Anyway, guys, please say something in the chat, give me your thoughts on this whole entire thing. I enjoy doing it very much. It's super fun to me, because I tend to enjoy doing this, It's always been kind of fun for me to get my sense of creativity out there a bit. Just because, for me, I enjoy this type of stuff. I enjoy making games. I enjoy playing games. Well, you guys already know that by the title of my channel. That I heavily enjoy playing games and doing stuff like that, and it's just overall very fun for me to do this. But what's also fun for me in this case is creating the games and watching you guys react to it, being like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, this is amazing, I never knew how this was done. And it's just incredible for me to watch that and see that you guys enjoy it so much. And this is a nice change for me too, because it brings me back to Roblox. It's giving me, flashbacks to winter time. Because it's been a good few months since we've done this. To be totally honest with you. It's been a good few months, and I've missed, developing, but I've been taking online classes with Khan Academy for math and Code Academy for just JavaScript coding, because my robotics this year takes JavaScript. And these languages are all very similar in a way. They all have their little own tweaks, and they're all very, very different. But in the end, they are exactly the same. Well, not exactly, but in the end, they all revolve around the same concept of, just being Control Y 40 and rate 3. Okay. And, the thing that I do to test some of these games is I use the run function, because then you don't have to play through all of them. Doing this is a very different thing when you have to play through it after every floor. If you do the run function, you hooked up the buttons correctly. You didn't name something incorrectly. All of this stuff. And in the end, it helps a ton when you know all of this stuff. When you hooked up the buttons correctly. It just, in the end, it helps you as a creator to know that you hooked everything up correctly. And then you may find out later that, some of the pricing is incorrect. Or something like that. But you still hooked everything up correct, and it's a small fix as opposed to trying to play through everything, having something be wrong, having to fix it, having to play through it again. When you do that, because I would know because I've done it, it is a very long process to actually make progress in it. Because you've just been, taking your time, testing everything out before you run it. And while that's fun, in a way, because you get to see what you're doing, you get to see it come out, in a way, to me, it's actually kind of worse. Because it takes so much longer, and at some point you develop a reputation, and people want more games from you. And if you're just, testing it, if you're just testing it, and testing it, they may not get those gains from you as quickly as they would like. And the reality is, we play these tycoons. We played them for YouTube. I've played them just for fun and to test some streaming services out. But in the end, it takes a while to create these games that we play. I'll drop her 16. In the end, this and the buttons takes the longest to do because you have to update everything, and it's not just super quick, like change the color, change the script, change the color, change the script. It's not that easy. I wish it was, but it's not. And we've been at this 40 minutes, and just look at the progress we've made. We've made amazing progress, but it seems kind of slow. And if you guys look at it, we are over halfway done these droppers. I mean, that is truly incredible. No, 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 no. Yellow dropper 16. We got 8 more. Orange dropper 2. Make to yellow dropper 2. And dropper script 3. 40. I don't think we... Did we change the color of it? No. No, we didn't. So, now what we do is we go into here. Rate 3. Value 40. And then the end. I enjoy this. You guys enjoy it more than a lot of the series that I'm doing now. So, in the end, it works out in everybody's favor. Yellow dropper 3. No. Okay. And then the end, guys, we're faced with a mean reality of we got this, the buttons, the walls for this floor, the buttons. Then we gotta do this all over again. But it is reality, and reality sucks sometimes. Weight is 3. 40. Ooh, nope. I got 5 more droppers after this one. Sorry if I'm silent. I'm just concentrating. Last one. Alright, so the droppers are done, and now what we can do is we can run it. Obviously the yellow droppers are all gonna... Right, but the orange droppers don't, the orange droppers don't show up, which is very, very good. Really quickly, before we start doing the buttons and the walls and stuff, I'm going to pop to the bathroom. I will be back. Alright, guys, I am back. So yeah. Alright. We named all of the droppers correctly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut purchases. So I'm going to open buttons. And oh boy, are we going to have some fun here. I am being as sarcastic as I possibly can. So this by Yellow Dropper 1. This is the exact same process. And we're going to start these at about 30,000 and go up by the 500. Oh my gosh. Conveyor 3, object, Yellow Dropper 1, price 30, 1, 2, 3. Rename by Yellow Dropper 10. Or actually no. You know what? We're going to leave that there, and we are going to actually go in order. By Yellow Dropper 2. Yellow Dropper 1, object, Yellow Dropper 2, price 30511. Got it. Alright, that's 2 by Yellow dropper 3. That'll be 31. 1, 2, 3. Done. Dependency, yellow, dropper 2. Object, yellow, dropper 3. By yellow dropper 4. That'll be 31500. Dependency, yellow dropper 3. Object, yellow dropper 4. Price 31511. Done. I know it's not 11, but it's 11 in my mind for the buy yellow dropper 5. 32, 1, 2, 3. This process goes kind of quick, I guess. Dependency, conveyor, extension 4. Bump that to 7. Object is yellow dropper. Object is yellow dropper 5. That is 32, 1, 2, 3. By yellow, if I can type, dropper 6. 3250. 32,500. Price 3251212. Thanks. Now 7. My name by yellow dropper 7. That's 33. 1, 2, 3. Dependency, yellow dropper 5, or yellow dropper 6. Object, yellow dropper 7. Price. See, guys, this isn't necessarily that hard. It's just time consuming. So 8 is right there. By yellow dropper 8. The one thing I do remember about this series from back when I was still doing it like consistently was being like done after few episodes, after like 2 floors. It's just being done. Rename by yellow dropper 9. Dependency, that bumps up to 8. That goes yellow dropper 9. Night goes 34, 1, 2, 3. Now what we do is go all the way back up to the top and get to 10. Yellow dropper, let's see. dependency yellow dropper 9, object yellow dropper 10, price is 34 5 1 2 3 34 5 1 2 3. No, 3 4 5 1 2. Got it. By yellow dropper 11. That'll be 35 1 2 3. Dependency yellow dropper 10. Object yellow dropper 11. Price 3 5 1 2 3. Okay, now by yellow dropper 12. Yellow dropper 12 would be 35500. Dependency orange dropper 11. Nope, not orange dropper. Yellow dropper 11. Object yellow dropper 12. Price 35123. 35500. 4 more to go. 4 more to go. That's what I just keep telling myself. Rename by yellow dropper 13. 36000. Bump that to 9. Object yellow dropper 13. Price 36123. Name by yellow dropper 14. 36512. Dropper 14. Alright, dependency yellow dropper 14. Object yellow dropper 15. Object 37123. Alright, and last one by yellow dropper 16. That's what, 37. No, gosh, dang it! I lost it. It's yellow dropper 9. And B 35 or 37. 50. Yep. Okay. Dependency yellow dropper 15. Object yellow dropper 16. Price 3750. Nice. Okay, guys, we are going to get the wall in, then I'm gonna save, and we're gonna end the stream. So, because this is hard to do. Alright, purchases. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. And what we're going to do is 4, 5, 6, so 7. Wall 8. Wall 9. So there we go. That's what our Tycoon looks like at the moment. Let's just put the buttons in real quick. There we go. No, we want buttons. Upgrade walls. Oh, we'll do this. Buy walls 20. Not 20. And we'll go 40. Nah, we'll go 25. And yellow dropper 4. Object walls 7. Price is nice. So now do this, duplicate, bring them up, upgrade walls. We'll do, let's see, 40, 1, 2, 3. We'll do 40,000 for that. Dependency walls 7. Object walls 8. Price 40, 1, 2, 3. Dependency is walls 8. Object is walls 9. Price is 50123. Alright, well guys, that is it for today's episode. I will see you in the next one. Bye.